These are some single player games that I think everybody needs to play. Like, everybody should be giving these games a chance because they're just so amazing. And I'm talking from like an objective standpoint here. There are so many amazing single player games out there that I couldn't really narrow down to a single one or two. So here's my narrowed down compiled list of, again, the single player games that you need to play.
Take it one step at a time.
As we get started, my dudes, let me know down below, what single player games do you think everybody should have the chance to play? Like, what single player games to you are just amazing? Start off my list here, I'm gonna say the Batman Arkham series. Now, I know I said the whole entire series because I do mean the whole entire series. So I couldn't just say one game like Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, whatever. The whole entire series, play them all. They're amazing. The combat in the Arkham games really set the foundation for how modern combat is used in a lot of new games. It was really brilliant on how it brought the Batman villains to life in a video game like that, especially in Asylum when you saw a lot of them. And just Batman's arc through the entire series is just phenomenal. Yes, even Origins. Origins was really good. Don't listen to anybody who tells you it's not. It really is. Sets the stage for all those characters there, moves on to Asylum, City in the Night. Just so good. They just did a really good job at telling Batman's story all the way through. Now, yes, I know Ghost of Tsushima is a PlayStation exclusive, but still. Because let's be honest, if you ain't got a PlayStation, you know you're missing out. Ghost of Tsushima is literally one of the most beautiful open worlds that I've ever seen in a video game. And there are a lot of beautiful games out there. It did such a good job at telling a story, including the villain arc and all that. It did such a good job at telling that story that I literally cried twice. If you played the game, you know what I'm talking about. The combat, the weapons, the stances, the world, the characters, all of it. I took multiple screenshots of the game while playing. It was just that beautiful. And even the DLC of the game, Iki Island, brought so much to the main game that I can't really play the game without playing that DLC as well. Ghost of Tsushima, definitely worth your time. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart definitely makes this list. Yes, I'm not going off on just open world games or whatever. Ratchet & Clank is just so much fun. It is literally fun, and all the weapons they brought to the games, the variety, the combos, what you could do with those weapons to your massive variety of enemies in the worlds is just awesome. It is literally the perfect amount of variety, both in your weapons, in the villains, in the worlds. I didn't feel overwhelmed or underwhelmed. I just had a blast playing the game, and it's a fun story too. Next, we have the Dishonored series. Again, I couldn't really pick just one game from that series. I'm gonna pick just the whole series. Following the story of Emily and Corvo to how they become who they are, how they gain their abilities, and what happens to them is just so good. It's a really good story that's told in a unique way, in the unique world that we're introduced. Like, all the abilities are super fun and actually really well balanced, meaning you didn't really have to focus on just one ability. Like, one ability wasn't overpowered compared to the rest. You used it the entire game. You tried different tactics through the entire game, and it was fun to see like what worked some places, what didn't work some places. And also, a really fun mechanic of the game was how you did as an assassin, meaning you could try to play the entire game not being seen by anybody, not killing anybody, or you could just go rampant and literally unalive everybody, or a mixture of both like I did. But if you want that challenge, it's there. Next, we have another first-person game, Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. The new Doom games are literally the most fun I've had in a shooter story probably ever. I'm not even a metal rock kind of guy, but that music playing while you're slaying demons is just amazing. It's just so intense. It gets your blood pumping, you're having a blast, slaying demons, not trying not to get hit, going crazy. Doom is so good. And again, there's easy, medium, hard, ultra nightmare, and whatever. You could try your best to go the hard route and see how hard it really is and just enjoy that challenge. And honestly, for a shooter game like that, you'd think, oh, the story's trash. It's actually not that bad. Like, I found myself really digging the story more often than not. If you like shooters even a little bit, you would love Doom. I promise you that. Speaking of shooters, next we have Deathloop. Deathloop has one of the best shooter stories ever told, in my opinion. Like, I've never really enjoyed a story that was told in a shooter format like I have for Deathloop. Like, I thought the game was a 10 out of 10 before I saw the reviews, and even others like IGN thought the game was also 10 out of 10. And they're not wrong. I enjoyed solving all the puzzles in Deathloop, learning how to break the loop. Every single time you played, you were like, this is just so much fun. You literally use knowledge as power in the game. You learn new things, thus changes the next day, which is also a loop. Trying to figure out how to break it. It's wild, but man, it's a blast. And even the ending of the game, I won't spoil it, but it was so good. Deathloop, in my opinion, is a must try. I'm sorry to stick to PlayStation exclusives, but they're just so good. Because Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West are definitely a must play. One of the most unique new PlayStation IPs that we've ever had in a post-apocalyptic world where you have roaming, robotic dinosaurs and animals, and you're using a bow and arrow to fight these things. You also have different, like you have different kinds of bows. Like, you have an ice bow, fire, electric, all that fun stuff, where each animal, each robot has weaknesses in a way. First, the combat is so much fun. It really makes you think about it too. But it also has one of the most beautiful worlds I've ever seen in a video game. And of course, it has an amazing story as well. Like, you go through trying to figure out who you are as a character. You grow with these other characters. You figure out the world and what's going on. And the whole story is just a ride. The Horizon series, mwah, beautiful. The new Spider-Man game really went toe-to-toe with the Arkham series. Like, the Arkham series really set the foundation for the Spider-Man games, and they did a really good job at bringing that to life. And not only that, but Spider-Man also has all these fun suits you can try out as well. So depending on your playstyle, you might want to try out a stealth suit, a strong suit, a defense suit, whatever it is. Spider-Man PS4 had the best web swinging I've ever seen. I could literally swing for hours and just not get bored. Surprisingly, even though we know Peter Parker's Spider-Man story, the way it was told in the game was actually so well done that I felt connected to every single character. And I probably cried at least twice. It was that emotional. It was just that well told. You know what I'm saying? I love Spider-Man, but I'm not like the biggest fan ever, but I love that game. And yes, Miles Morales is just as amazing. Play Spider-Man. I know I'm not sticking to just one game when it comes to series, but I'm gonna do it again here for Uncharted. The whole Uncharted series. Yes, all of them. Really setting the stage for PlayStation exclusives to come in the future, Uncharted was a really cool take on the treasure hunting aspect. Like, you felt like Indiana Jones or whatever. You're going to find El Dorado, you're finding all these treasures. You're literally a treasure hunter, but so much more than that. Nathan Drake's story and how they told it, how he came to be as a character, his backstory and all that, and all the other characters with him really brought it all to life to the point where you just wish that the story just never ended. You wish it just kept going. But the cool part is when it did end, you also just felt so complete. Like, you were just happy and content with the way that it ended. You enjoyed the whole ride all the way to 4. You've played 1, 2, 3, and you just enjoyed the ride. And when it came to end, you were just so satisfied. I'm not gonna go as far as to say that Uncharted was the best games ever made, but I will say that they are single player games that you absolutely should play. With that being said, though, let me know down below, what single player games do you think that we should all play that no one really talks about? And I'm not talking about your typical, you know, Red Dead, Skyrim, whatever. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you enjoyed this video, keep in mind we have new ones every single Monday and Friday, and we stream at least twice a week as well. So make sure you subscribe for more content. While you're at it, go ahead and click into this video next. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I'll see you guys in the next one, and until then, make sure you take it one step at a time.